right, so just a few more things about lesson 2 for variable types before we stop. So we do want to put in our descriptor of what this project does, where we declare and initialize variables. And one thing you really need to be conscious of too is that all of the letters are different. So like if I did capital B for Booker here, we now have an error because this is capitalized and this is not. So they have to match all the time. And that's a huge error a lot of people put in a lot of times. And you can even put in scientific notation too. So if you, it's a double though. So you put like 1.52 and then you remember how you can write times 10 to whatever power is E. So like E80. And then that would print it in scientific notation. Mrs. Schreiber would be so proud of you right now. Now, in our program, we do have like S is one, burger is one, and cost are all variables. So we do have some rules for variables. And the first and most important rule is it must start with a letter. So like you can have S, you can have bean, you can have D72, but they all start with letters. You also cannot use spaces, but you can use underscores. So like an example of that would be like Miss Spaunhorst. You can do that. And actually, the only punctuation you can use is an underscore. So no periods, no commas, no backslashes. They all have to be letters. Starts with letters, numbers, and underscores. They also can't be keywords. So if you look at Appendix A of your book, it's on page 448, these are the keywords that you cannot use as any variables. So it's mostly ones that we use, like you notice you can't use int or string as any of these. So these cannot be used as variable names. Okay, and I just renamed this to naming variable rules. And so Appendix A is also in there in parentheses. Okay, so one of the most traditional ways to name variables is to pick a letter that relates to them. So like int I, notice how it automatically capitalizes in OneNote. So I'm going to change it back. But if you're naming a variable, one of the most common ways is to do like large area. So you notice that the second word is capitalized, but the first word is lowercase. So there's no space between them, and that kind of helps separate them. So like if I was doing Miss Spaunhorst, I would put that like that. Now if you're putting an underscore, it's common to not capitalize the second word because it still has that division. So these are just traditional ways. It's not wrong if you don't do it this way, but these are the way you're going to see it most often. Okay, so you guys are going to turn in this project that you guys did, your practice 2. So don't forget to save it, turn it into Moodle, and on Moodle you have some questions about lesson 2. You don't have a project for lesson 2, but you have some questions about it. So it's a little bit more difficult than lesson 1, but I totally have faith in you. So please let me know if you have any questions, and there's a forum for week 2 to help you guys help each other.